This is the world's only Moonbeam ice cream, and today I will try it. I spent hours researching the perfect formula for this new flavor because Benson Boone asked me to make it.
Lisa, I need your help.
What? Benson Boone?
The internet is mocking me.
I hate Benson Boone!
We need to prove that Moonbeam ice cream is real. I saw your videos. You're the only one who can make this flavor.
Well, I guess I have to. Well, I'm kind of an expert in making unrealistic snacks in real life, so he surely came to the right person. Because after Skittles flavored Oreos, 3 brand new Nutellas, including Dubai chocolate flavor, and Monster Haribos, Moonbeam ice cream was just another Tuesday for me. It was literally a Tuesday. The only problem was, Benson Boone had no freaking idea what Moonbeam ice cream is supposed to mean.
What is Moonbeam ice cream? Like nobody knows. I don't know.
My guy was so puzzled with this, he asked a cookie company to make an imaginary ice cream flavored cookie. And make sure you stick till the end of the video because I sent my creation to the real life Benson Boone and we'll see how he reacted. Crumble only had Moonbeam cookies for a week and it already made a splash on the internet. It was an Oreo-type chocolate cookie with a cotton candy-colored cream with lemon, berry and marshmallow toppings, sprinkled with some cookies and cream and a sweet white drizzle, which honestly sounds questionable to me. I was skeptical, it's just a lot.
What the fuck is Moonbeam ice cream?
And since I can't disappoint Mr. Electric Blue, I started by making my ice cream base. For this project, my plan was to mix together 3 custom ice cream flavors and add toppings in the end. I envisioned this Moonbeam flavor like a fancy ice cream shop grade McFlurry. So I divided vanilla ice cream into 3 parts to make my custom lemon and blueberry flavors. Because store-bought options are just yuck. Way too artificial, way too sweet. Now to make a lemon ice cream, I peeled some lemons because zest has all the beautiful aromas and it should give our ice cream a nice yellow color. It definitely smells magical. All the essential oils and guys, I love lemons. They're so refreshing, especially on a hot day like this. And it's like 40 degrees outside today. And I promise I washed them after dropping them in my miserable attempt to juggle. Then I squeezed some lemons, using my bare hands of course. Because for some reason I decided to brute force this project. I'm just Taurus, I'm stubborn. And after you're done squeezing the juice using whatever adequate method you prefer, don't you dare strain in it, because pulp is the goodness of the juice. I love pulp. Then I toasted lemon peels with some sugar, and oh boy, it was so fragrant. It was just fantastic. Smelled like lemony caramel, so good. And of course, instead of using just water, I added the juice to balance the sweetness and then boiled down the syrup. It is very simple to make and it tasted as if limoncello was a syrup. Look at this gorgeous color. It's like sunshine, golden, lemon. And look what I got here. These are candied lemons. This is like an accidental leftover that's actually delicious. I cooled it down a bit and made a giant stupid mistake by adding ice cream directly to the syrup. It was way too much for this amount of ice cream. I should have done the other way around. And into the freezer it went. I love lemons. I'm not kidding. I can eat an entire lemon. I will do it when we hit 10,000 subscribers. Meanwhile, I started to cook my blueberry syrup. Just throw together some blueberry sugar and a bit of lemon juice and cook it till it's syrupy. And yes, it's that simple. And while it was boiling down, I took a moment to research what people said about Crumble's Moonbeam ice cream cookie. And oh boy, I opened a portal to whatever crazy dimension is that. Jack P said,
I ate the whole cookie in one sitting. Next thing I know, I'm doing backflips uncontrollably. After a while, it finally wore off. I made it home safely and got ready for bed. Next thing I know, I'm waking up in a small bed accommodated for me by the local police.
Well, I hope it doesn't end like this for me. Elizabeth H. said,
It tasted so mystical, magical. I had to take off my friend's blue jeans and go dancing at the movies. I will never be the same.
At this point, I was terrified. and the syrup was ready. And while it was cooling down, I was puzzled by this crumble madness. You see, the only crumble related thing I ever tried was this cereal. And as a cereal nerd, I was so excited when I got them, but they tasted somewhat peculiar. Reminded me of the cheap chocolate sauce they put on the pancakes at the hotel breakfasts. Oddly specific, I know. Anyway, let me know in the comments if you tried crumble and if it's worth the hype. Alright, blueberry syrup. I mixed it into the ice cream and look at this gorgeous purple color. Exactly how I wanted it. And since Moonbeam ice cream is supposed to be an elevated ice cream shop-like experience, I went for a blueberry ripple instead of just a solid color and carefully stirred in some chunks of blueberry. It felt quite magical, and while my ice cream flavors were setting in the freezer. Let's talk packaging. Just hours before dropping this on, Benson Boone published this photo. And being curious by nature, I googled Benny's ice cream and I found this curious looking website. And it turns out it's a real place not far from the Canadian border. I doubt though they affiliated with Benson Boone in any way. So the only company that makes sense when it comes to over-the-top ice cream flavors with really long list of toppings is Ben & Jerry's. And it would be only fair for them to make it because they already have a Bohemian Rhapsody flavor.
Yeah, has anyone approached you from like Ben & Jerry's or?
Yes. Well, Ben & Jerry's hasn't responded.
What?
Well, I had to make it right by Benson Boone, so I expressed my concerns to Ben & Jerry, and then I quickly put together a packaging design for Lisa and Benny's ice cream. Just kidding, I did it in advance because designing, printing and gluing it all together takes time and effort. So subscribe because I did it all for you. And Benson Boone. Alright then, it was time for the topping prep. And I went a bit too far here, because I have absolutely no self-control and a lot of ideas. First, I chopped some marshmallows to add this sweet, pillowy texture and a cloud-like dreamy bits. Then I cracked a couple of Oreos to honor Crumble's idea. And that's where it gets a bit extra. You don't have to do this, but I also added a bit of candied lemon zest to brighten the flavors and add a subtle tartness. Then I layered my blueberry, lemon and vanilla ice creams to create these whimsical twirly swirls. In addition to this, I read some reviews mentioning Moonbeam ice cream cookies were giving a fruity cereal vibe, which immediately got me. I don't really like artificial flavors, except for two things I'm absolutely obsessed with: Fruit Loops and artificial cheese flavor. It's my guilty pleasure, so I powdered some fruit cereal and set it aside. It was definitely way too much, but who cares? I'm helping a friend here. And there's nothing more magical and mystical to me than a unicorn. So, in addition to marshmallows and everything, I went for the whimsical sprinkles. I could not wait to add them on top. And there you have it, I made the Moonbeam ice cream in real life. I was just hypnotized by its beauty, and after taking some pretty cool photos, I started composing a message. It's funny because he's actually younger than me. Dude's like just turned 23, but I still feel like I should address him as Mr. Boone. It feels wrong. Sounds about right. And after the most important thing was done, I finally tried the most hyped up ice cream on the internet. Benson Boone's Moonbeam ice cream.
Oh my god, that is really something. I guess I like it.
And right after the first bite, I immediately felt like taking off my blue jeans. The next thing I know, I was dancing at the movies. I will never be the same. I woke up 2 days later on my couch from the notification sound.
What?